I think I'm most proud about like keeping a good mindset throughout the year, even though we have a lot to deal with COVID and all the new rules, and keeping my grades up for the most part is pretty hard. Like like I said, with all the stuff all the new rules we have to deal with.
I am most proud that this year we were actually able to be here and that we only shut down once, which is impressive, and that we're also able to keep all of our international students like involved in what we're doing. So I feel like no one feels left out. Sometimes that's hard, but I feel like the teachers did a great job at keeping everyone like involved and in class,
I'm probably most proud of the fact that the faculty was able to keep everyone involved with school and stuff, because there were people that were online, so it was a lot different than years in the past. And so it was like tougher to do group projects, but the teachers made it work.
And I think that I'm most proud that everyone throughout all the challenges was able to stay positive in the most part and stay close together and get through it all as a team.
So the main thing I'm proud of is our track team winning a league title. I thought like all the work we put over a couple months, and we all came together as a team and worked hard. So I'm really proud about that.
This year I'm most proud of, creating friendships and stronger bonds with my friends, and just getting past the obstacles that was just thrown at us with COVID and everything.
Well, right now I have a child development class and I want to be a teacher when I grow up, so that experience is definitely helping me for my future.
This year I feel like we all learned how to adapt to new situations. This was a very different year and like none of us were prepared for it, so I feel like we all learned how to adapt and like figure out how to handle new situations.
I think one thing that I learned was to like accept the reality of the situation that you're in, because before COVID it was kind of hard to imagine like something bad like this happening to us, because it never really happens. And now that we're here, we had to kind of force ourselves to still do our best even in our situation. So I think that's a valuable thing I can use for the future.
With COVID and all the changes with it, it teaches us how to be resilient and how to push through even though things aren't exactly how we want it to be.
I think the main thing that has really prepared me for my future is being very flexible. Nothing's set in stone in like times like these. Everything's constantly changing, so all your plans for the future aren't as like concrete as they normally would.
From this year, we've learned so much stuff. Like we've been on Zoom and we've been contacting people through emails, so I've learned more so how to set stuff up for the future, like with colleges, in particularly like jumping on a Zoom call with them instead of actually having to go in person and stuff like that, especially if you want to go somewhere far.
It's just like a lot of independent work. Like I think that helps me. I feel like I have a good work ethic and I can do assignments and I'll get them done on time. Like a lot more independence this year, especially when we were doing remote learning over Thanksgiving. It's just good practices and good habits to get into, and hopefully that'll carry over.
Miss Clemens, in my physics class, she goes a long way to help me out with notes and like classwork, and like when I've missed days of class, and like she helps to fill me in really quickly, and she keeps a steady pace when we're learning new material, and that's a real help.
Yeah, a teacher that I've really appreciated this past year has been Mr. East, who's of course retiring this year, sadly. He's been there through thick and thin through the athletic season for me and helped me through PIAA and all of that stuff, and I'm so grateful to have met him and to have worked with him through this year.
In my statistics class, Mrs. Kennel took her time to make it super fun and interesting and spend a lot of time learning and getting everyone caught up together and kept us all good together as a class.
Probably, if I had to say one teacher, I would say Mr. Bast. Because he still let us work in groups, and even though it's like one of the harder classes because it's math, he definitely made it a lot more enjoyable in the way that he was able to teach it and make like a collective environment for everyone.
I can't just pick one. I feel like all my teachers go above and beyond for us, whether it's just little things like saying hi and asking about how our weekends went, or just like they really care about our workloads and our personal lives. Like if we feel like we won't be able to get stuff done, sometimes they're actually able to like move it back for us so that we can complete the assignments well.
I think one good memory was choir this year, because even though we're like really spread out throughout the chapel, it's still fun to sing and try to like stay on beat and stuff, even though you're pretty far away. So I think that's one good memory that I have, is just being in choir, even though it's a little different.
Being able to do the musical, performing in front of a live audience again for the first time in a while was huge. I was super excited after our first show night, like before it started and after, like just the thrill, the adrenaline rush, like all of that stuff. It really lasted a while, because like I was so happy to be able to do what I love in front of an audience again.
There were a lot of memories this year, and I'm glad we were actually able to do all of those co-curriculars, because I met a lot of new people, and I was actually able to meet a lot of new underclassmen, which was a great experience. I can't think of any specific memories, but just the whole experience of actually being able to have co-curriculars this year was awesome.
I'm most looking forward to senior experience, because me and my friend group were planning on going to Jamaica and work at an orphanage and help out there, which I think is going to be a really memorable experience for everyone.
I'm looking forward to a couple of things. I'm looking forward to kind of picking a college and getting ready to leave, and then I'm also looking forward to my psychology class next year, my AP.
I'm excited to see what happens with the bowling team, because I am currently the only member, and I'm excited to see like what new people come in, and I've been talking to a few freshmen, and I'm just excited to like teach a bunch of new people how to bowl and like share that experience with them.
I'm really excited for Faith Walk, because in senior speeches, almost everyone who takes it is really glad that they did, and they all have very memorable experiences with it.